so cheap. It just like makes so much sense. It's amazing how far they've come in such a short period of time. Hello YouTube, how are you today? Thank you so much for clicking my video. So today's video, I'm gonna be talking about what I like and what I don't like about living here in Korea. That sounds like something that you're interested in. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Without further ado, here we go. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Heather. I moved to South Korea 7.5 months ago now. I am teaching English here. I have an entire video dedicated about why I actually chose to come to Korea and why I decided to move. That I'll stick it right up here as a suggestion. Maybe watch that one first. I'm going to be talking to you today about what I like and what I don't like about living here in Korea. I do want to say as a side note, love this country, absolutely everything about it. Honestly, couldn't have made a better pick for me. The dislikes were so hard for me to come up with. Obviously, with every single thing, there's pros and cons. I want to start off by saying that this is coming from my experience. What I experienced might not be what you experienced. There's nothing wrong with having dislikes. There can't be the good without the bad. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So what I like about Korea. I mean, I can't mention my likes without talking about how much I love the food. I was so shocked about how much I like the food. I was really nervous before I came here. Man, I love rice cake. So good. Really, really admire the hardworking the culture is. This is probably my favorite thing. Coming from North America, I'm from Canada, everyone is just so entitled. We think that we deserve so much. Probably the biggest realization that I've had since I came here too is how hardworking everyone is. I have students in my grade 6 class that study harder than some university students I know. Thing that they go through, like the dedication. From the moment they wake up, 11 p.m. at night, these 5th and 6th graders like go to private schools like Hagwons after, teach them at public school, and it's just all of this comes back to them wanting to be the best that they can, and it's just so like refreshing to see, because I find not everyone, but like in North America, we're just so entitled, and it actually just like makes me like sick now. Probably like the biggest thing that I've noticed since being here. We complain so much over in North America about everything. We don't deserve this, or I shouldn't do that. Like, it's just so exhausting. And here they just like shut up and work hard for what they want, and then they get it, and that's it. They realize that you have to work for what you want in life. I just love that. I love being surrounded by that, and it's crazy that even like student grade that I'm teaching, the mentality of like university students at home. Another thing I love here is the style, and the shopping here, so good. It's all relatively priced, which is my favorite part. I don't know if you guys know what Aritzia is. Clothes that are literally the same quality as Aritzia for like 1/4 of the price here in Korea, because everything's like made in Korea for the most part, and it's just like, it's so nice. Go into a store, $25 for a pair of jeans that are actually really good quality, don't stretch out. It's just, everything is so relatively priced, which I love. Who doesn't love that? Subway system, public transportation. I can't even believe it's so cheap. It's so good. The Seoul subway station is the most incredible thing ever. It's so well planned out and laid out. Like, public transportation is amazing. A lot of people don't have vehicles here, and if they do, considered pretty wealthy. So a lot of the country, they require public transportation to get places, so it's super cheap. So for me to even take maybe like an 1.5-hour bus, it costs me $5. Where in Canada, if I take an 1.5-hour bus, it costs me 60 Canadian dollars. This like doesn't even make sense. For me to go to Seoul, which is 4.5 hours by bus, just one way, it costs me $30. Another thing that I absolutely love about living here, how friendly culture is. I mean, for the most part, like, I love how friendly the people are here. It does take a little bit for people to warm up to you because they are very shy, but once they do, everyone's so friendly, and they just love sharing their culture with you, and they like love when you try Korean food, and they love when you try and speak Korean. They are so proud of their culture, every right to be. They were literally in rubble in 1954 after the Korean War, and built Korea up to be one of like the strongest like economic powerhouses, top of the line for technology, and it's just amazing how far they've come in such a short period of time. So they really pride themselves on how hardworking they are and their culture. Absolutely love that aspect of it. Everyone's so friendly, and they love sharing it with. They love when they see you making an effort. The healthcare system, so cheap, so fast, so good. I can't even say anymore. It's amazing. I go in and I wait 5 minutes to go see a licensed, like a neurologist, where if I wanted to go see a neurologist, to go to the waiting, get a doctor doctor's note. Someone would have to recommend me to the neurologist. It would take like weeks to go see a neurologist, whereas like I just walk in, and a few weeks ago, because I had such a bad headache, migraine, it was so bad, and I went and saw a neurologist. They prescribed me everything, put me on an IV, and everything was done. I was in and out for an hour sitting on an IV. I was in and out in like an hour and 15 minutes. I live by like this Bali culture, which means like quick. Everything is just so fast, so efficient. No one wastes time, do what needs to be done, and no one complains about it. I was just about to go out for my walk until I realized that I completely forgot to mention the fact that whenever you go out to eat here in Korea, waiters leave you the fuck alone, and there's a button on the table that you push so they come over whenever you want. It's just like the best invention ever. There's this little button that calls them, and they come over, and whenever you need anything else, you just click the button. It just like makes so much sense. Let's get into my dislikes about living here. Honestly, I was trying to come up with something that I don't like about the culture. There isn't anything that I don't like, that I'm not absolutely obsessed with about being here. The only thing that's hard about being here is how isolating it is, because people are very shy. It's a very homogenous country, and by homogenous, if you don't know what that means, it means there's a lot more Korean people and a lot less foreign people. So they're not used to seeing and dealing with foreign people a lot of the time. So when they do interact with you, 90% of the time, they know enough English to communicate with you. They're just very, very shy, embarrassed to speak English with you. You get left out of, people don't tell you certain things, like at work, probably like the last to know every single thing that's going on, and it's just because they're like shy to talk to me. That's about it. It can get pretty isolating, obviously, being here in a culture surrounded by people who don't speak your language, are from a completely different background than you. That's like if you traveled abroad or lived abroad anywhere, it gets lonely at times. You just have to understand like where people are coming from, and understand that you're a guest in their country. They don't owe you anything, and you have to earn their respect, and you have to earn their trust. But I actually haven't met that many Korean people, and this goes back to the fact that people are very shy, and it is hard to get close with Korean friends. That's something I thought I would be doing a little bit more of. You know, then again, maybe I haven't been trying hard enough, so maybe that's my fault, but it is very separated when it comes to foreigners and Koreans. I don't know, you just have to, like I said before, earn their trust and earn their respect, and it does take a little bit, but when you do meet them, it's so much fun. I love going up to the bars and like meeting Korean friends that way. You're opening up, we'll have a few drinks, obviously, like people tend to like loosen up, and everything's like a lot more fun and chill, and you get to know them more. I hope this video helped you at all. Maybe you're about to come here and teach English, maybe you're about to come here on a trip, or maybe you're about to come here on a semester abroad. Maybe not anytime soon though, with the whole virus thing, but that's winding down. Hopefully maybe you'll get to come soon. If you did like the video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and hit subscribe. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. Don't even know how much I appreciate you, and have a beautiful day.